Folks, with my friend Jason Cole. He's got his Stanford shirt on. Go Cardinal.
Represent, baby.
Represent. Okay, this is going to call. At some point, we'll get into a Cal thing, but never mind.
Because you're going to lose. Because you're going to lose, like you've always been losing lately.
Folks, this is his platform. He can say whatever he wants to. This is his platform, and with that, explain to my viewers what you're looking for at the NFL Spring League meeting. What do you want them to see or read about when they come to you and your content at Bleacher Report?
Well, I want them to have a better depth of knowledge about the inner workings of the league. Have them understand specifically what I think is going to happen with Las Vegas, because I think that's an overwhelming issue that so many fans want to know about, particularly Raiders fans. But as I write about relocation, whether it's the Los Angeles issue, the Rams, whether it's San Diego, those fan bases are really, really concerned about what's going to happen to their teams, and you try and inform them as best you can about what's real, what's not real, how things are going to progress. So I think that this is an opportunity to get behind the scenes and get to the people who actually make decisions.
Right,
talk to them. How do they feel about Las Vegas? Right. Are they open to it? Or are they not open to it? Are they traditionally thinking? I think increasingly the owners here are open to that idea.
What does that mean, open?
They want to hear it. They think that it's a real possibility. That doesn't mean it's done. I don't want Raider fans all of a sudden sit here and go, "Oh my God, they're going to vote for approval." I think most of them sit there and say the old reasons to keep a team out of Las Vegas, the gambling issues, are no longer as relevant. What's relevant is, can a city like Las Vegas support an NFL team or not? Will they actually come up with the money or not? The really critical questions to making it work. And though they're open to that, and they've gotten past the whole, oh, it's gambling. Like that image of Sinatra and the Rat Pack. Sinatra, the Rat Pack, and the mob showing up in a Cadillac with a bag full of cash.
Yeah.
That image doesn't play anymore. It's this is not Ocean's 11. Okay, it's just not.
How did we get to this point where Las Vegas is no longer considered bad news?
Well, because gambling's everywhere.
Okay.
You can't escape it. I mean, if you want to gamble online, if you want to play daily fantasy sports, you can do all of that. You can, and if you want to try and influence a player, you don't have to have him just sitting in Vegas. Okay, you can influence a player anywhere if you're ever going to do that. Plus, I think there's a big sense of the players make so much money now that to really try and influence them,
it's harder because you'd have to come with a lot of cash.
You come in, and not that that's impossible, okay? Certainly the amount of wagering has gone up significantly, but you would have to really do something incredibly significant to get a player to throw a game at this point in time. I think I think the league is comfortable enough that they don't think that's going to happen, that they've got good enough security that if it did happen, they would be able to track it down, and that it doesn't just happen in one place like Las Vegas.
Interestingly, are we at a stage now where it's just talking, or is someone talking about doing what the NFL normally does, a ticket sales stress test, or a real live...
They haven't done the marketing yet in Vegas. They have not done that.
So it's still an unknown.
It's from that perspective, that part's unknown. I mean, look, the funding is unknown too, but at least...
Oh, definitely, yeah.
At least Nevada, the state, and Las Vegas are moving towards a resolution. Are they going to make this happen?
Right.
The political forces are arguing over which thing they want. Do they want a convention center? Do they want a stadium?
Well, they've decided that one already.
Not necessarily. There are people who want convention center, and they're very strong, but there are also a lot of people who want a stadium too. And so we'll see which one ultimately wins. We'll see if they're willing to fund a stadium or not. And they will come up with that final decision soon enough. And there's a big move, I think, within,
because there's no legislature for the stadium. They decided that, and Thursday that'll be ratified. There's no legislature.
But whether they support a stadium or they don't support a stadium, they will ultimately come up with their stress tests soon enough. And they will make a declaration. Do they want to do this project? Do they want to go forward attracting an NFL team, an NBA team, an NHL team? And I think that overwhelmingly in Las Vegas, there is a feeling of the citizenry there that they want to be known for something beyond simply gambling. Okay, and they want to legitimize Las Vegas and change the aura of Las Vegas a little bit. Not this, it's not a, I don't think they want to completely get rid of the whole Sin City atmosphere, but more of a, look, we are a regular, normal city with an NFL team. We're not some outcast cropping that Bugsy Siegel created in the middle of the desert. Okay, I don't think they want to get away from that image in some respects. So we'll see if they're able to do it.
Are the Raiders the right team?
I think the Raiders are the best team for Vegas right now. I think they fit the aura of Vegas. They have enough of the whole Sin City approach, the old Raider the old Raider aura, combined with enough of the Pirates of the Caribbean atmosphere that what Vegas really wants to have out there, where it's a little dangerous, but it's also fun for your guests to show.
Wait, why not in that case the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
Because the Buccaneers aren't moving.
Well, but if
they have it. Sure. There are some other teams right now among the teams that are available and sort of out on the market. The Raiders fit the profile.
Here's a question: why wouldn't an expansion team be better? Something
They're
designed.
Not expanding the team. They're not expanding.
Well, that's another.
But that's not happening.
Right, but I'm saying, why wouldn't an expansion team be better? I'm not saying it's happening. I'm just asking a very blunt question. Why would
it might work, but it's not happening. But
I know it's not happening.
That's not on the table. So.
Right, but why would it be a bad idea?
I'm not saying it would be a bad idea.
Okay, that's all. Yeah.
Yeah,
because be a unique branding and
They could start with their own brand. It would be fine. But that's not on the table because they're not expanding.
Well, I know.
So
it's
a wonderful hypothetical question, but it's purely a hypothetical.
Right, absolutely. Well, all this is hypothetical, isn't it?
Well, no, because the Raiders are actually in play to move somewhere or get a stadium at least. Okay, Mark Davis knows he has to have a stadium because, and the one thing that Raider fans need to understand, in all this,
they think you hate Oakland. By the way, I get those tweets every day, including this morning. I'm getting tired of them. Can you help me out here?
I love Oakland. On the record, I love Oakland. Okay, I love Oakland.
This said from a man who spent his time in Palo Alto.
Correct. I love Oakland.
Who's wearing a Stanford shirt.
And I love Oakland.
You love Cal?
I love Oakland.
I couldn't get that out of him. Sorry, Silver. I tried, man.
Don't go there. There's only so far you can go.
Oh, man.
Love Oakland. But look, and this is something really important that Raider fans need to understand. That if the Raiders don't get a new stadium, yes, you can continue to exist as a team. But financial long-term viability of an organization and the ability to compete long-term depends on raising yourself from the bottom quartile and probably even the bottom 3 or 4 teams in the league. You cannot continue to exist and be relevant as a franchise and compete, not year to year. I mean, the Raiders are in a good spot right now. They have a good young quarterback. They have some people, but you can't compete to keep those players together long term. And over the next 15 to 20 years, you will slowly choke off the team until the point that Mark Davis will then sell. Okay, and in which case, yes, a lot of people out there will say, "Oh, that'd be better for us because you'd have a better owner." Always deal with the devil that you know versus the devil you don't know, because people, 10, 15 years ago in St. Louis, people were really happy when a Missouri native named Stan Kroenke bought the team. They ain't so happy now.
They were also happy in the Bay Area parlance when Joe Lacob bought it over Larry
Ellison,
because they thought Larry was going to take it out of Oakland and move to San Francisco, or try to.
And what's happening now?
Precisely.
They're trying to take the team. They're trying. They're not. That hasn't happened yet.
Right.
But they're trying.
Right.
Okay. Because they know they can't get what they want necessarily in Oakland. Okay, so they want to get what they can in San Francisco. Now, I don't want to get into the middle of that one.
No,
'cause I
this is
don't
your
know-
platform. That's
Right.
my intent. I
Right.
apologize for the expression.
No, but
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
And so I come back to people who are Raiders fans. What, and I hear this all the time. Mark Davis needs, his feet need to be held to the fire, and Libby Schaff is trying to do it. It's like, look, I don't want to parse out who's right and who's wrong. It's not getting done, and until it gets done, okay. Yes, the NFL wants to be in Oakland. They prefer that market over Las Vegas. They prefer that the Raiders stay in Oakland rather than going to Los Angeles. They prefer it over them going to San Antonio. But they don't prefer it so much that they're going to leave them in a decrepit stadium that needs to be, torn down and rebuilt. Okay, everybody in the NFL understands that is one of the two worst stadiums in the NFL right now, along with San Diego. And those are the two places where the teams are most in play right now.
Question: how much of this, or has anyone questioned the Raiders regarding how they run their operation at the Coliseum? I say that because there are huge, well, arguably, no, definitely acreages of areas where sponsors can go, they haven't gone, signage areas that the Raiders could take advantage of and have not done so. That's one example. I could think of about 32 different ones just off the top of my head. Has anyone questioned why the Raiders don't manage their team better in the situation right now?
I don't think so, not from the NFL side. I think that's a fair question for Mark Davis. I think he would probably, knowing Mark, he would probably kind of chuckle the question off.
Oh, he would, yeah.
And say that he does handle it great and he's got the right people. So and it sounds like to me that's sort of a local issue. But it doesn't speak to the bigger issue of signage is one thing, having top-end seats in a top-end stadium and, to serve a market that deserves and can financially support. Because look, we all know there's enough money in that Concord, Pleasanton, and even in Oakland and the entire East Bay area. That
West
whole
Bay
quarter,
too.
That
They,
whole
they buy
quarter.
season tickets.
They do, but the primary, number one
Sure.
sector where you get most Raider fans from that East Bay area, there's tons of money over there.
North Bay too.
Right, and there's plenty of money there to support the ticket prices that the Raiders would be able to charge in a new place.
And
They
to
can't
help
necessarily
you,
do
help
that.
you out on your point, they set a season ticket sales record this year.
Look, the marketing all comes out that Oakland's a positive. Okay, nobody's sitting here saying that the Oakland market doesn't work.
Yeah.
Okay, what they're saying is the Oakland Coliseum or whatever it's named this month doesn't work.
In the interest of getting this uploaded at 13 minutes, tell people how they can find you.
You go to at Jason Cole BR, as in Bleacher Report. Jason Cole, JASON COLEBR.
Now come on, say, go Bears!
Go Cardinal.
Go Bears!
How many we got? 6 straight?
You want to talk about basketball? You want to talk about basketball?
Football, babe. This
Basketball.
is
Let's talk about
football.
basketball,
Let's talk about
man.
football.
Why? Because you're
big game.
Why? Because that's the only thing you got.
Because we own you.
You got
We
not
own
in
you.
basketball. Not in basketball. The only thing. Okay, I will.
Until you stole our coach.
Well, that was the right
This
thing
is
to do.
over.
No, wait. Which coach?
This is
Kuzo?
over. No, this is over.
Yeah,
Montgomery, your best coach you've ever had, who was our guy.
Yeah. Well, to
Actually,
be continued.
Yeah.
Dang it. Dang it. This is his platform. Otherwise, I go off.